Imagine being born into a family that could barely afford the basics. Imagine sharing a small room with your brothers and sisters, watching your parents struggle, and realizing, before you were even old enough to understand life, that no one was coming to rescue you. Now imagine telling the world that one day, you would become the greatest. Most people would laugh. But Cristiano Ronaldo did not need people to believe in him. He believed enough for everyone. This is not only the story of a football player. It is the story of a poor boy who turned pain into discipline, rejection into motivation, and an impossible dream into one of the greatest careers in sports history. Cristiano Ronaldo was born on the small Portuguese island of Madeira. His family did not have much money. His father worked as a gardener and equipment manager, while his mother worked hard to support the family. Ronaldo grew up in a modest home, sharing a room with his siblings. There were no expensive training facilities, no powerful connections, no guarantee of success. There was only a boy, a football, and a dream that seemed far too big for the life he had been given. From a young age, Ronaldo was obsessed with football. While other children played for entertainment, he played as if his future depended on every touch of the ball. He would train for hours. He would play until it became too dark to see. Sometimes his mother had to search for him because he refused to come home. Football was not just something he loved. It was his escape. It was the place where poverty, fear, and limitation disappeared. When the ball was at his feet, he felt free. But dreams always demand a price. At only 12 years old, Ronaldo was given the opportunity to move away from his family and join Sporting Lisbon's academy. For most children, leaving home at that age would be terrifying. For Ronaldo, it was heartbreaking. He left behind his mother, his siblings, his friends, and everything familiar. He arrived in a new city with a different accent that other children mocked. Some teammates laughed at the way he spoke. He felt lonely. There were nights when he cried because he missed his family. He could have returned home. No one would have blamed him. But Ronaldo understood something that many people discover too late. Sometimes, becoming who you are meant to be requires leaving behind the comfort of who you used to be. So he stayed. He trained. And he used every insult as fuel. But another challenge soon appeared. As a teenager, Ronaldo was diagnosed with a heart condition that caused his heart to beat unusually fast. For a young athlete whose entire future depended on physical performance, the news was frightening. His career could have ended before it had truly begun. He underwent a medical procedure, and only a short time later, he returned to training. Not because he was fearless, but because his dream was greater than his fear. Ronaldo's talent was obvious. He was fast, skillful, and fearless with the ball. But talent alone was never what separated him from everyone else. His real advantage was his work ethic. He was often the first player to arrive at training and the last one to leave. When teammates finished, Ronaldo continued. More sprints, more shots, more free kicks, more hours in the gym. He trained the parts of his game that were already good until they became exceptional. And he trained his weaknesses until opponents could no longer use them against him. People often see the trophies, the goals, the fame, and the celebrations. They do not see the lonely mornings. They do not see the sacrifices. They do not see the thousands of repetitions performed when no crowd was watching. Success is usually built in silence before it is celebrated in public. At 18 years old, Ronaldo joined Manchester United. He was talented, but he was not yet complete. He had speed and skill, but he was sometimes criticized for holding the ball too long, showing off, or making poor decisions. Instead of becoming defensive, he listened. He worked on his strength. He improved his finishing. He studied his movement. He transformed himself from an exciting young winger into a complete goal-scoring machine. Eventually, he became one of the best players in the world. But reaching the top did not make life easier. It created new pressure. Every match was analyzed. Every mistake was criticized. Every failure became global news. When Ronaldo struggled, people called him finished. When he lost, they questioned his ability. When he showed emotion, they called him arrogant. When he showed confidence, they hoped to see him fail. But Ronaldo did not build his identity around public opinion. He built it around preparation. He understood that confidence is not pretending that you cannot fail. Confidence is knowing that even if you fail, you will return stronger. Throughout his career, Ronaldo experienced painful defeats. He lost important matches. He missed opportunities. He faced injuries, criticism, and moments when millions of people doubted him. But he kept returning. Different teams, different leagues, different countries, the same hunger. He proved himself in England. He conquered Spain. He succeeded in Italy. And for Portugal, he carried the hopes of an entire nation. One of the most emotional moments of his career came in the 2016 European Championship final. Ronaldo was injured early in the match and forced to leave the field. He sat on the ground in tears. After years of sacrifice, the biggest moment of his international career seemed to be disappearing. But even when he could no longer play, he refused to stop leading. From the sideline, he encouraged his teammates, shouted instructions, and pushed them to keep fighting. Portugal went on to win the championship. That moment revealed something powerful. A true champion is not only valuable when everything is going well. A true champion finds a way to contribute even when life removes them from the position they wanted. Cristiano Ronaldo's story is not inspiring because he was born extraordinary. It is inspiring because he repeatedly chose extraordinary effort. He was not given the perfect childhood. He did not avoid pain. He did not escape criticism. He simply refused to let his circumstances decide his future. And maybe your dream is not football. Maybe you're trying to build a business, complete your education, support your family, change your body, recover from failure, or become someone your younger self will be proud of. Whatever your goal is, remember this. You do not need the perfect beginning to create a powerful ending. You do not need everyone to support you. You do not need to feel confident every day. You only need to continue. Train when no one is watching. Work when motivation disappears. Improve when others are making excuses. Let rejection teach you. Let failure strengthen you. Let pain remind you how badly you want to change your life. Because dreams do not become reality through desire alone. They become reality through discipline repeated so consistently that failure eventually runs out of ways to stop you. Cristiano Ronaldo began as a poor boy on a small island with an impossible dream. He became a symbol of ambition, sacrifice, and relentless self-belief. Not because the road was easy, but because every time life challenged him, he answered with more work. So when people doubt you, keep working. When progress feels slow, keep working. When failure makes you question yourself, keep working. You may not control where your story begins, but through discipline, courage, and persistence, you can decide how it ends.